do you do when you've spent most of your life feeling like you don't matter? When you're in a room full of people, maybe it's your own family or your workplace, your community, and somehow you still feel completely invisible. Most people stay there, stay small, stay silent. I did too for a very long time. But today I want to tell you the story of how I found my way out and why I built this space specifically for you. Welcome to the B Theory. I'm your host, Nama Efana, and if this is your very first time here, I am so glad you found us. This podcast exists for one woman. She's a mom, she's professional, she's talented and driven, she's juggling a career or a business, she's raising kids, trying to keep her faith, her health, her sanity all in one piece. And most days, she wonders if she's doing any of it well enough. She feels overwhelmed, undervalued, and sometimes invisible. I know her because I was her. In so many ways, I'm still becoming her. The fuller, freer, more confident version. That's what the B Theory is about. Not perfection, not a highlight reel, but real transformation, spirit, soul, and body. I want to start at the very beginning. Literally, I was born in 1980. You can do the math. A premature baby, twin to my sister. We both almost didn't make it. And looking back now, I sometimes think God kept me here on purpose. There had to be a reason. I grew up in a large family, 8 kids, a full, loud, busy household. And you think that with many people around you, you'd never feel alone. But I did. Somewhere along the way, I stopped raising my hand. I stopped speaking up. I decided, without anyone telling me directly, that my voice wasn't important, that I wasn't important enough to be seen or heard. So I became invisible. And then I became average, not because I lacked ability, but because I stopped trying. Why reach for more when it didn't seem to matter? Can anyone relate to that? Because I know I'm not alone in this room. Now, fast forward, I got my Bachelor of Science degree. I became a missionary. I married my soulmate, and we built a beautiful life together. 4 incredible kids, 17 years of partnership. But even with all of that, the love, the family, the faith, I still doubted myself as a mom, as a woman, as someone with something real to offer the world. But that changed in 2015. I call it my transformation journey. It didn't happen overnight. It wasn't one big dramatic moment. It was a decision. A daily, sometimes very painful, but always worth it decision to stop agreeing with the lie that I was invisible. Proverbs 31 talks about a woman of noble character. And one of the things that strikes me about her is that she's not passive. She works, she plans, she invests, she speaks with wisdom. She's seen, not because she pushed herself forward, but because she continued to show up fully in who God made her to be. That became my personal North Star. And in 2022, I did something that terrified me. I left my home country, moved to England to go back to school. As a mom, as a wife, starting over in a new country. I graduated with a master's degree in management with a marketing focus. Then I moved to Canada and completed not one, but two postgraduate diplomas in broadcast performance and digital media and in public relations and corporate communications, both with high distinction. I received a national award and a local award as Student of Excellence. I tell you this not to impress you, but to impress upon you what is possible when you stop agreeing with invisibility. I was the same woman who once believed her voice didn't matter. The same woman who settled for average. The same woman who almost didn't make it at birth. And I graduated with high distinction. God is not subtle. So why the B theory? Because I kept meeting her, the woman I used to be. In networking rooms, in online groups, in DMs from women who looked successful on the outside, but were quietly drowning on the inside, exhausted from their 9 to 5, scared to start or grow their business, overwhelmed by motherhood, feeling like they were failing at everything and winning at nothing. And I knew this is why I survived. This is why I took the leap. This is why I went back to school and crossed oceans and pushed through every hard season to come back and say, you are not invisible. You are not average, and you do not have to stay stuck. From the moment God formed you in your mother's womb, Jeremiah 1:4 says, God already knew you. The B theory is built on one core belief that you were designed to be fully, boldly, and beautifully who God created you to be. In your career, in your business, in your home, in your body, in your spirit. Every episode, we're going to be digging into what that actually looks like in real life. Practical strategy, honest conversation, faith that works on a Monday morning when the kids are crying and the inbox is full and you haven't slept properly in 3 days. So here's what I want you to do right now. If this episode spoke to you, if any part of my story sounded like yours, hit subscribe, leave a review, share this episode with the one mom in your life who needs to hear it. And come find me on social media at the B Theory Podcast. I want to know, what does B mean to you right now? What are you working towards? Where do you feel stuck? Because this podcast is not a monologue. It's a community, and you belong in it. Next week, we're going to be talking about the 3 pillars that every mom needs to thrive. And we're going to be digging into what that actually looks like. Practical strategy, honest conversation, faith that works on a Monday morning when the kids are crying and throwing a fit and the inbox is full. You haven't slept properly in 3 days. Until then, keep choosing to be. I'll see you soon.